Sorry?
What are some of the challenges you face with trying to implement some of these solutions?
Well, financing is always a challenge here. Um, that is one challenge to be able to get there. It takes nearly $30,000 from Marconi to get into the river, $40,000 to
That,
get into 90 miles
how much is
up
that?
the river to
How much
his
is how much
village.
is that in US dollars?
Um, 40,000 is 200 US dollars.
Oh my God! Wow.
And that's, I, it could go up more returning as well. You know, it's 90 miles by river
Wow.
and the cost of fuel is high. So if you go in there, for instance, for me to take some adults, some teachers in there to work with the children on a private capacity to teach them, then I mean, you have to pay them. You know, I have to pay them. They may not charge a high rate, but you have to pay them. Over the summer, when I brought some children down to Georgetown to do reading and math for 2 or 3 hours, cost me $6,000 per child per day. All right. So these things cost. So financing is one of the challenges, and the second challenge is changing behaviors.
Changing behaviors. Before you continue on that, someone in the chat room, Kim, asked, "What can the diaspora do to complete this school?"
To complete this school, financing or equipment. You think of a technical school for logging, for processing food. I'm about to set up a dryer, a solar dryer. So we need those transparent ceiling, the transparent roofs. You know, we use zinc long ago. Well, they're the transparent. I don't know if you call it zinc, but that material is needed for some of the dryers to dry the food. You know, like the fruits, the sorrel, the pineapple, the cassava. I'm trying to get them into Edos and sweet potatoes for the drying of that, and a variety of other things. So that dryer, the NARI, our government office here, NARI, has given me the plastic to go around the sides, but we need like the ceiling for that to dry the stuff. And the building, it needs expansion. I have an estimate for that. I don't have it in front of me, but that is there to get that done, and we have absolutely no equipment. I must say though that I have applied to one of our international organizations to help to fund this. Of course, you know, with international organizations, it takes 2 years. I'm asking for a quick impact from this organization, which I've been assured can be done. So hopefully within the next few weeks, I'd know whether or not we're going to get any financing to get this done. But it would be fantastic if the diaspora could help us with even drawings of more modern buildings, and some of the equipment. Also, to share some of your summertime or leave time and come down and help in some way. We would transport you once you get here into the community, or if another community, because I have quite a few I'm working with. Similar issues to be resolved and to help with. This is how we can help. If you can come, run some courses, do some teaching, just be there and let them know you're interested in them. It helps and it takes them a long way.
Do you have a number to call or email?
Yes.
How that people can contact you?
Yes, faith@faithharding.com is an email address that can be used for this purpose. And my telephone number is 592-225-2326. I will ask you to post a number that I have, a 202 number that I have.
All right.
But I'll post that later so that they can call me on that. I can't remember it right now.
Well, let's take a quick break. And Dr. Harding, when you come back, see if you can sit back a little further away from the right, like that.
Yes,
that's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's take a quick break.
Sure.
And we are back with the lovely Faith Harding. Faith, your background implies that you have been passionate about educating the poor for a very long time. Is that a fair statement?
Yes. I just want to see people's lives change for the better. Because I wouldn't say that we were rich, although you felt rich. You were a child. We weren't rich, and people helped me. When I was in the U.S. at school, lots of people helped me. I mean, once in college, I was sitting there. I had to work day and night, to pay it. But one day, the head of the institution came into the dining room, and he saw me working into the college dining room, and he said, "Oh, the staff have voted for you to get a scholarship." And I was like, "Really?" And just like that. So they gave me this scholarship that came from the Huber Foundation in New Jersey. I'm still to try to get in touch with them to let them know how my life has evolved. And just like that, I got the Huber Foundation scholarship to help to pay my tuition. And so people helped me,
So things do show up. Good things.
Sorry?
I said, so good things do show up in life.
Yes, and for me, it's about doing the same thing, going around and just helping to change people's lives. Look, I have the Sorrel Project in Carifaton, and the women, there are about 10 women doing the farming. And they've been working hard because they've been motivated to work and they can see produce, because this sorrel doesn't wait until November to blossom and bear or anything. This sorrel bears within 3-4 weeks. You're seeing sorrel or blossoms, and within 2 months you have sorrel. 3 months you have sorrel. 12 weeks you're selling your sorrel. And it has motivated them so much that this woman who was living in somebody's bedroom, has now last week said to me, look, I've now acquired so much money, I can go and buy a piece of land. It's 100 from the government. It's 100 and something $1,000. She didn't make that much on the sorrel because they just started a few months ago. They started in June. But she was able to garner up enough money to pay down to get a piece of property that she can have a vision to see that she's going to have a home in a year or less. If they keep planting enough sorrel, because we do have a large market for it. 400 tons of dried sorrel is needed for this market. So they will be earning all the time. So when I see that, when I see people being motivated and their success in their lives, it feels really great. I mean, what greater reward you can have in life.